Live. Wait, hold on.
It says live.
It says we are live on YouTube. A premium account on X is required to create live broadcasts.
Wow, they done switched it up on you. What's up? So we're live on YouTube, not live on Twitter. But we're live. And props
This
to
is
Jack.
weird. This
Well,
is so
we
weird.
got 2 weeks and off week to look into that. You know what I mean? Just won't be live on Twitter tonight.
Okay. Sorry. All right, I think we're getting it fixed. Sorry, y'all. I was hearing like the echo because I had to remove Twitter. Damn, that's crazy. That sucks. Well, I guess everybody go. We got to tell everybody to go to YouTube from now on. Okay, Elon, screwing us over. Welcome everybody back to another edition of Chairgatin. I'm your host, Rattlesnake, coming at you live once again from the Snake Pit here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, joined by my co-host on the road, Dakota. What up, Dakota?
What's up, baby? Literally on the road, physically as we speak. Dakota Drake 4 coming to you from Atlanta, live on the streets, on the scene. We're in the middle of working, but the show never stops, and we're going to get this episode in, my boy. What's up? We went racing in Pocono. We got the Brickyard 400 coming back. Let's get this thing going.
Let's do it. What's up? It's Chairgatin coming at you live.
Hello, come right in. Rock flag and eagle.
Damn, I'm still tripping about that Twitter thing. That's crazy.
They have to change some fucking laws, bylaws, or upgrades, or some bullshit. Some liberal
bullshit.
bullshit.
I have to get a premium account for Twitter. I mean, to be fair, it kind of makes sense. If they're going to charge people, I guess I kind of get it. But still, that's...
Yeah.
That sucks.
That sucks.
It sucks to find out when you're going live on the podcast. You know,
it'd be nice to know like hours ago.
Yeah, right. I wonder how much those accounts even cost. Like if it's worth it or not.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think all of our friends probably watch the YouTube link anyway.
Yeah, that's true. We can just rely. We'll just live on YouTube, I guess.
Hey,
screw it.
I'd like to apologize for my shitty camera and headphones, but I'm literally working as we speak, but trying to get this in for you boys.
Yeah, I can't believe this actually happened. So
it was this or no Dakota at all.
Yeah, I mean, we kept putting it off, and then this happened. You get called out last second. Working Dad's podcast, you know, that's what we are. We got the Harvick blue collar working dad driving out here,
working all day.
Dakota is so dedicated. I know. Look at that.
Yeah,
getting that OT pay. Yeah, so we were trying to figure it out, and I was like, dude, I can't do tomorrow. I'm driving to Texas tomorrow. So here we are. This is the podcast for this week.
Yeah. Hey, here we are, dude. Last one in. We had to get this episode in too because of the break coming up, and you know, of all things, we were like, let's push the episode Thursday. It worked better, and of course, work delivers and gets in the way of us talking about NASCAR. But hell, dude, we went Pocono racing. Got a Brickyard coming up. After Brickyard 2-week off week, us boys will be working and living up the last weeks of summer. So it'll be a nice little break for everybody, I think. But shit, man, let's jump right in this thing. We went to the Tricky Triangle. The race was, I think, par for the course. People hated it. People liked it. What did you think?
I mean, I know it's like a trope at this point, but we watched the Xfinity race. Because you were, I mean, I guess we could talk about that too. You came to Murphy.
Oh yeah, totally. It feels like 3 weeks ago.
It does feel like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I totally forgot I was at your house like a couple days ago.
Yeah, you were here not that long ago. You just left Sunday. So that was fun, and it rained a lot, but we did get some beach time in for the kids. You know, Working Dad's podcast over here.
We need a shirt.
Yeah, that's true. We do need a shirt. We always talk about this, that we need to make shirts for shit, and then we never do. Yeah, I know it's like a trope at this point, but dude, the Saturday race was just so much better.
Yeah, we watched the highlights, went through the Saturday race, or we watched it skipping through the recording.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it
Because
is
we
what
watched
it is
after.
with Pocono, man. There was strategy, there's fucking crew chief calls, there's a couple cautions here and there, and the racing is what it is. What I don't get is we get in this monotony of why is every race not a side by side finish like Atlanta? Like why are we not we want every race to be some barn burner banger bloodshed race. And it's like if we had that every race, we wouldn't appreciate them as much. It's
Yeah,
like I
for
think
sure.
you need to take into account Pocono is Pocono. Like it is going to give you a Pocono race. So stop trying to make it a Darlington race. Like it is what it is. And so I always take that into account of just like, was it really boring or was it like had some interesting parts? It's kind of like, you know what it reminds me of? A sequel. When there's like a three-parter movie, the sequel's always usually like, it was all right. It wasn't as good as the first, but then the fucking third movie will always be like, oh shit, they introduced some new stuff. All of a sudden, the sequel didn't really matter. That
So
sounds kind of
you're saying that Pocono is a sequel?
yes. It is a sequel
And
of
it does
like
not matter.
it doesn't matter. Hey, you can get some points. Give or take. We saw guys on the bubble have some trouble. We saw guys fuck up. We saw guys capitalize on others' mistakes. We'll get there in a second, but it's like there was some good points, but it's more just like a bump in the road to get us to the next race, you know?
Yeah,
and I appreciate
sure.
Pocono. I think Pocono the last couple of years has been really good compared to the Pocono the last 20 years I watched. I watched some boring ass Pocono. When they used to have the two Pocono races in the summer, 6 weeks apart, dude, when you went back to the Pocono, you're like, I do not care. Like, Pocono was right with New Hampshire for me. I just didn't give a fuck. But now,
Yeah,
when we go to Pocono, the one race in the summer, I'm totally like, fuck yeah, Pocono.
Yeah, I mean, man, I have to pull up like race ratings. I don't know the last time we've done one, but I was just trying to think about that, and I was like, I mean, it was an okay race for Pocono. You know, like I'm not saying it's what Pocono is. Unfortunately, I was hoping. I don't know why. Maybe because the Xfinity race was pretty good. I was like, maybe this is gonna be a really good one. I think.
Right.
But it was just Pocono. So
Yeah.
you know, take that for what it is.
Yeah, it was a regular ass Pocono race. We had some strategy flops. We had guys show up we thought would show up. Toyotas were fast, and all of a sudden a Ford wins the day. Ryan Blaney shows up, gets his second dub of the year, and everybody's wondering like, what's wrong with Fords? I don't think anything's wrong with the 12th car, but there are some other Fords that are questionable. But we saw some guys have some problems. Ross Chastain gets loose out of 3 and just loses all on his own, slaps the wall. He's not in contention to be making these kind of mistakes. He's right on the bubble. This bubble battle is tightening up really thick, and it's actually getting pretty good, which another reason of making playoffs pretty interesting.
Yeah, he's the one spot in, right? Bubba's the one spot out now.
Yeah,
I believe.
one spot out, but the points have tightened up as Bubba, I think, finished in the top 10, 9th or 10th or something, and Ross finished in the back with a wrecked car. And holy
one
shit,
race could change it.
I don't know. This is just the weekly topic of what's up with Kyle Busch now. Ooh. Kyle fucking Busch in the 8 car. I don't know if it can get any worse. I think it can, but it definitely can get better. It definitely can get better.
I don't know. How much worse can it get? I mean, honestly.
Dude, it's gotten bad, bro.
Yeah, how much worse could it get, though? I think it is the worst it's going to get, to be fair.
Dude, I don't know. I do not know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just because at a certain point, I know we complain about RCR equipment, which is a major.
Sorry, I was hitting buttons.
There he is. RCR equipment is the biggest issue, obviously, but almost as big, not quite as big, but a major issue is just his luck.
Right?
It's crazy. It's like on top of the shit equipment, he's just so unlucky. Like,
shit.
Jesus Christ.
I was trying to do something cool. It didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't. But yeah, no, he's just getting super unlucky. And I feel like, as a person that's not a big luck guy, I think it's just his mentality. He just kind of has a loser mentality right now, and it's just kind of happening around him because of that mentality.
I almost feel like he just doesn't give a fuck. Like, it seems like he's literally like he's just like accepted it and been like,
Right.
this when's this season over? I don't care. Like, let's get this show on the road. And like, I think he has all these tracks are good tracks for him, you know? So he's wanted all these tracks. So it's like he could win any week if he has the car. But I don't think he's got the cars. And I'd hate saying that because I want RCR to be back. But dude, what is going on?
They're
over
so
there?
far from back. It's gotten worse.
It's like, hey, we're gonna step it up, and they took 2 steps back. It's like, dude, you can't help but like, when is he gonna wreck next week? I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, RCR's been in jeopardy for years now.
It's bad, Steve.
It's gotten so bad. Like,
Yeah.
the fact that you have Kyle Busch running the way that he's running, I mean, and having him just so, I don't know, down about everything, it's so crazy.
Yeah, like he's not even mad anymore. He's just like, God fucking damn it. Like, okay, yeah, thanks my sponsors. That interview was like, you were like, oh my God, I got to hear what he says. And then he was like, classic, just, I'd like to thank my sponsors. I'm happy I'm here. I'm just here to get paid. And it was like, oh my God, dude, he's about to implode.
And Austin Dillon is just even worse this year. Yeah, I mean, both
yeah. I'm not trying to harp on your boy, but dude, like, Austin Dillon, I forget he's in the race sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. He's
and it's
gone.
the 3 car. Like,
yeah.
This isn't okay, dude. Like, we need some control-delete options.
Yeah, which means I know most of this is equipment-based because Austin Dillon's been irrelevant this season, and he's usually not completely irrelevant. And Kyle Busch is outside the playoff picture. Kyle Busch is usually a contender. So I feel like they're both kind of equally dropping.
Yeah, dude. And at this point, it's like, well, Kyle Busch is a must-win. And I'm like, I don't even think y'all need to think about the playoffs at this moment. Y'all need to, like, re-elaborate.
No, they need to think about, like, how to become a functioning team again.
And these wrecks haven't even been Kyle's fault, which will take me into my next topic of what the fuck is up with Corey Lajoie?
Corey Lajoie. Oh, boy.
Corey Burger King Lajoie. Corey. What are we going to do with you?
Where do we begin with Corey Lajoie? Who, by the way, is above Austin Dillon in
now that should tell you a lot.
Yep. Yeah, I want to throw that out before anything is said.
Then you're
I'm already saying, yeah, my driver sucks worse than anybody else's, so I'm not.
That says a lot if he
That's why I got the sick Rico shirt on. The High Limit Racing is on tonight.
Yeah, at Eldora, right?
Yeah, dude. It's a sweet it's a great week and weekend for sprint car racing. Anyway. Check it out on Flow Racing. Corey Lajoie.
So did he wreck Kyle on purpose? Yes or no?
I don't know, man. Like,
oh, dude, that sad, sorry piece of shit. Kyle runs him low. Corey, he blocks Corey. Corey had to run. Corey, here's the thing: no one's questioning. How does Corey have that big a run? 100 yards past the start-finish line. Like, how's he have that much momentum right past the start-finish line to be moving low? Some would say jump the start, but that is what it is. However, Kyle Busch blocks low, and then they have to seed up the track to get in line to go into the turn. Well, Corey Lajoie takes 2 steps back to punt the football and says, "Oh, he threw a second block." It's like, no, dude, you fucking turned him.
No, and everybody knows that.
Clearly gave him the boot.
Yeah. And I don't think anybody would deny that. Like, he clearly did that. My thing is, did he do it on purpose? I don't know, or is he just that sloppy of a driver?
I think he meant to bump him. I don't know if he meant to turn him.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't think he actually meant to
And-
wreck him like that. And I think that's just
Well,
his,
another
like,
thing is
lack
we're
of
going turn one
experience and
into
skill.
Pocono.
Yeah.
Turn one into Pocono of all risk factors into the pack. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
I
just an
think
ugly situation.
That's the thing. I think it was like intentional contact, but like kind of a rookie mistake in how he executed it, if that makes sense.
Now, like you said, rookie mistake in Corey LaJoie's 7th season.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
I-
7th season.
So, and now they're talking about Ronnie Childers coming over there. That'll be Corey's, make or break season. And I'm like, I just make or break season was like 3 seasons ago, in my opinion.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? His career just keeps going.
Yeah, I don't know what we need to do over there, but he ain't it. And I kind of, honestly, I'm not rooting ill will on anybody, but I hope he flops next year. I hope Rodney exposes him.
Yeah, I
anything.
mean, I think he's a great example of like, who you know.
You can be here too long.
I think he just like he knows people that can
Yep.
keep him, occupied.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, he just it's one of those drivers where it's like, well, he knows some people and he makes it work every time, and it's a business for him. So
Right.
yeah, I mean, he definitely. I don't know. What else can we say about Corey LaJoie? That
Corey
our
fucking
friends in the
LaJoie.
group
I
chat
don't know.
might not get mad about.
Hey man, we'll see you later at Burger King. Hold on, I wanted to give you this cool shot. This will work, trust me.
Oh, look at that, dude! Just
Yeah.
keep it like that. That's sick. Keep it. Still
Well, that's what I was trying to do earlier, but it fell down
Oh, see if you can.
as I was driving
stable it.
home. Can you still see?
Yeah, put it up against the windshield. It'll stable out, right?
It wouldn't balance. That's what I was trying to do
Oh,
earlier.
damn. Yeah, that's
can
a
try
pretty
again.
cool shot. That's a cool shot.
That doesn't work as good, does it?
It's whatever.
Yeah.
Just leave it. That's fine.
Just do it. I got this. But yeah, I thought this would be cool. I was like, well, if anything, this would be a cool shot when I come through this today.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm at work for sure.
There you
But yeah, man, fuck Corey LaJoie. The race was good. I literally thought it was Denny's to lose, but Denny took the stage win in stage 2, and then came back and Ryan Blaney flipped the second stage, and he had the lead and never relinquished it. And there was a couple, what pissed me off? There's a couple comments in the group chat about like, this is Nashville all over again. And it was like, okay, well, Nashville was really fun, so I hope so. But there was some late race yellows, and then they had a 30-lap shootout, and Blaney just drove off and won the damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, the battle for second was cool with Bowman and Hamlin.
Yeah. I thought Hamlin had like 15 laps when he got past Bowman.
Right, yeah.
And I was like, can Hamlin do anything? Like, is he going to catch him? And he never even put a dent in it. Like,
Yeah.
he started to catch Blaney a little, and then Blaney was like, oh, let me just go faster.
It's like the scene in the first Fast and Furious where he hits his nos.
Yeah. Like, the blur, it goes blurry.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, it's Pocono, right? What are you gonna do?
Right.
It would have been way more exciting, yes, if Hamlin would have been able to catch Blaney. Yeah, sure, but he didn't, But there were some exciting battles, so I mean, it wasn't the worst. Do you want to rate it?
Yeah, let's rate this bad boy. I was thinking about it earlier when we were trying to decide a time or not, and I was like, well, it's Pocono. I thought it was a fair race. A lot of people hated it for some reason, but I've seen worse, trust me. I'm going to throw it off the tip of my tongue, and I'm going to give this race a 7-4.
7-4.
Write that down.
Got it written down. Yeah, that's way higher than I was thinking. That's crazy.
Wow. I've been putting like my averages in the 7s.
Yeah, that's true. I've noticed that. I don't average that high. I'm gonna go 6-1.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I mean that's like it's a Pocono race. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like Pocono was a 6 track. Like that.
Yeah, probably. I probably aimed too high. I probably should have done like a 7.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Which, by the way, I know we're gonna have to make some Brickyard picks here shortly. We can talk about that, obviously. That'll be an interesting one to make picks for, because what do you base it off of?
Right? Yeah, we're finally going back to the real Brickyard. I was listening to Kevin's podcast today, and he was just burying the road course, and it made me so happy.
Good.
Oh, look, cool. Yeah, Kevin was like, "No, if you've run on the road course, you're not included in the Brickyard Club. Like, you don't get to." He's like, "If you won the road course, you don't get to kiss the bricks. I don't care who you are."
Yeah,
and,
I agree with that for sure.
Yeah, and he was like, "This is the real Brickyard, the oval. Every kid's dream was to win on this track. If you were a race car driver." He's like, "I don't care what configuration they put it on. If it's not the oval, it's not the real track."
Yeah, isn't it crazy how you can have that opinion now, but a couple years ago that was like...
Oh, yeah. He was like, the road course is great. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You would be called a boomer. They were yeah, everybody said it was such a boring race. You know, we need more road courses, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no. It's funny now. It seems like that's the standard opinion is, oh, can't wait to have this back.
Yeah, you know what kills me, too, is people will be like, oh, the Brickyard sucks, blah, 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 it's boring, and this and that. And it's like, then you're just not a true racing fan, in my opinion. It's like, the Brickyard, we've had some banger Brickyards in the years, and we've had some just long-run strategy, like whoever had the fast car led the whole race and won. And that's okay. It's the Brickyard. I don't care if the guy on the pole leads every lap and wins. Like, it's the Brickyard. That, like, they want it. That, it's so nostalgic, prestigious. This track is like, you know, the unicorn of prestige. And I just think to win here is so noble, or like such a high level of marksmanship, that, you know, it's such a big deal. Like, it doesn't matter what the race, however the race unfolds, I don't care. This is the Brickyard. Like, if that makes sense. Like, it ain't Richmond.
Yeah,
it's
for
a
sure.
Fucking Brickyard. Like, just winning here, period. It's a big deal.
Yeah, right. And really on anything, it's this track on this surface. That's the whole point.
Yeah. And people are like, oh, the race was boring. It's like, I don't care what happened with the race. Some of the Indy 500s have been fucking boring.
Right.
It's Indy 500. Like, this is just, like, it's iconic.
Yeah, I do think you need to prepare yourself. I would probably turn off Twitter, because I think we are going to see single file racing because it's Indy. Because we haven't seen them. I'm very
curious to how these cars run.
Right, we haven't seen them with these cars, and we haven't seen it in a while. So, I mean, from what I understand, NASCAR's got all these new fans, which means there's fans that haven't watched this race.
They've never seen a Brickyard, yeah.
Right, so I'm just worried, like you said, you know, people will watch Pocono and be like, that was boring, you know, where everybody's getting so used to these 3-wide finishes now and these 4-wide battles and all these badass races, which is sick. I'm worried going into this race, people are going to be like, what the hell is this? Why did we come back here?
Yeah. I'm almost expecting it to be kind of a lot like Pocono.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure we'll see some guys lose it and battle attrition, and like there'll be some blowouts on tires maybe. I don't know what the tires are going to do, and I'm definitely curious to see, you know all the drivers in the field want to win this race. Like, especially the big guys. Like, this is a big laid on the table, I check the box off my career sheet, like, race. Like, I don't think anybody wants this race more than Denny Hamlin or Kyle Larson.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Like,
Larson.
They want this on their rap sheet of career stats.
Yeah, that's a good point. This should be a really entertaining race for that reason alone.
Speaking of that, is we took away a crown jewel, and now we're bringing a crown jewel back. I don't care what you say. This, like, say what you want about what is a crown jewel. This is definitely a crown jewel race. Like, it's the Brickyard 400. To me, it was number 2 to the Daytona 500. Like, in our sport, it's not as big. Daytona 500 is our biggest race, but, you know, in the world of racing, Indianapolis is like number 1. So for NASCAR, this was like the number 2 race to win. Yeah,
I would agree with that. I mean, it's definitely up there. It's a crown jewel. I would agree with that.
Yeah,
for sure.
So we finally have a crown jewel back. Mm-hmm. Like, how is that a bad thing? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I see this as an absolute win.
Yes, and I'm very curious to see how the cars race. Very curious to see how the race goes. I mean, hell, we might get a late race restart with 20 go and see a banger finish. I don't know.
I think if we get a Jeff Gluck poll of over 6 with they liked it, it'll be a win.
Okay.
It'll be considered a
Yeah.
win.
Yeah, I can see that.
If we get like over 6, I'll be like, you know what? This was a good one. I'm glad that they'll be happy. I'm just worried about fan reactions, but hopefully it's an entertaining race and everybody.
I guarantee you, it'll be more fun than the fucking road course.
Oh, I agree with that. There's no way. I'm so happy we don't have to see that.
Yeah. Yep. God bless it.
And next week I'll probably be streaming from Texas.
Yeah, we could totally do an episode next week talking about Indy. I'd like that, and then just talk about like, hey, off week.
Yeah, because we're gonna have an off week, which means we're gonna be taking off time from that, and to recap Indy. It'd be nice.
Yeah, let's do that. But yeah, man, Indy. Let's jump right into picks. I don't know what to think because I don't know who's gonna be fast. So I'm kind of going based off who I think wants it the most, and I guess we can jump into some underdogs, but God, I really don't know who's going to be fast here at all. I kind of want to say well, shit, that guy's already won. Fuck. I was about to make a pick, and that guy's already won. Oh, now I got to reshuffle. Reshuffle in the deck.
Yeah,
underdog pick, I'm taking... Shit, he made the playoffs last year. Fuck. Hell, screw it. I'm taking the 14 car Chase Briscoe. He's an Indy boy. He wants to win here. Tony Stewart's protege. Taking the 14 car Chase Briscoe. Maybe they'll get some fuel strategy or something.
Hell yeah. Ryan Preece, flat track guy.
Okay, keeping it with Ford.
Yeah, flat track guy. He's supposed to be all flat track modified.
All right, I'm betting hard on this guy. I think he's going to win it all the way. I think it's his to lose. Once more than anybody. Denny Hamlin has been so close to winning this race so many years ago. A couple times it slipped right through his fingers. Taking 11 car, Denny's going to bring home the Brickyard and kiss the bricks finally to check it off in his career.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's such a good pick, just with how fast he's been running. Such a dominant season. And yeah, for it to finally come back and him be able to knock it off, obviously good pick.
Yeah. Like, I want Denny to win it.
Yeah, I think everybody would be happy. I mean, well, there's a lot of people that fucking hate Denny, so that's not true.
Yeah.
But I am going to go Larson just because of what happened to him this year with running the Indy 500.
Yeah, he's got so many reps, like all the Indy practice.
Right, that's what I was just about to say. He actually has the most practice on that track by far.
For sure.
So,
and now he's going to be going slower.
Yeah, and going slower. That's a really good point. And I mean, it would be kind of a cool storyline of being like, yeah, he didn't get to win
redemption,
the Indy 500, but yeah, he came back to that track and won it in NASCAR. So I think either one of those picks would be good. I know it hasn't necessarily been his season, but Joey Logano is a guy that always comes in and wins.
I think Penske cars will be ones to watch.
And Logano, we just bring this race back, and he'll sniff it out. Yeah. Like, that's the one I got to win.
Some sort of strategy, some restarts, and Joey Logano's leading with 10 to go, and you're like, what the fuck?
Hey, he's a Northeast flat track guy, too, I think.
Yeah, so. I could totally see Joey winning.
Yeah. Yeah, I think those are all good picks.
Yeah, I think those are. Ones to watch out for. Impromptu episode. We got something in.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to wrap it up. I mean, I know it's a short one. Sorry, guys. We were just trying to squeeze one in here. With Dakota on the road, me driving tomorrow, this is the best we can do. So,
yeah, I'm literally on the road.
I'm going to go watch High Limit at Eldora on Flow Racing.
Son of a bitch. Jared's there. PK
I saw Jared's there. I saw our boy Moonhead is there.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a fun time up there. The Talladega dirt track.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely a party. And right when we're logging off, thanks for checking us out. Oh yeah, you can't see the comments, can you?
I'm sorry.
No, yeah, you good. Pool just jumped on, but I was telling him we're
Hey, Pool, you just missed a great episode.
All right, boys. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.